All right. So today I have Lashazar. Lashazar, would you like to share a little bit about yourself and where you're from?
Sure, man, sure. So basically, coming from Bulgaria, very small country in Eastern Europe, jumped into the e-commerce space a few years ago. Started with dropshipping. Well, I was at the university. And then, like 2 years ago, I transitioned to like having this. I started trying to develop my agency after watching a few YouTube videos of
Yeah.
popular people in the space. I was so motivated. Like I registered my company, started with like targeting dentists and local businesses. Didn't really work out. And then like I switched the niche to ecom in like beginning of September 2020. And then in like 3 weeks, 2, 3 weeks, I signed my first client. And basically since then it has been a lot of trial and error. But lately I was very fortunate to be able to like meet new people and learn from very smart people in the space like yourself, learn more about how to acquire new customers, new clients. And basically the last 3, 4 months it has been like crazy. Like I
Mhm.
can't even imagine how much money I'm making right now
Yeah.
because of the knowledge that I was able to generate in the past like 3 to 6 months. It's
Yeah.
crazy. I like I don't even like realize that this is a reality right now, but it's going great.
Yeah. We're gonna get to to your the growth that you've seen in the last 3 4 months. But let's go back a little bit to when you wanted to start the agency. What did you leave school or did you finish school?
Uh, I dropped out, if I'm
Okay.
being fair. I couldn't finish. Like I didn't finish, not because I didn't want to, not because I couldn't, but because I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And like I was spending like 10 to 12 hours a day just on YouTube and reading books about like marketing, how to grow business, etc., etc. And I just realized that like university won't be something that would help me in life because obviously the degree itself is like a piece of paper that I don't really need. Nobody's paying attention to it.
Yeah.
And actually the information that you're getting in university, you're getting it from books anyway. So if you just read books, you can be on the same level as somebody who graduated like masters or PhD or whatever, just by like putting the time into like actually learning what you what you're interested in.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I remember started watching my first YouTube videos while I was studying for my exams, the last session that I had. Like I was spending the last 2 days, the last two hours of the day, just looking at YouTube videos, writing down my notes, hoping that one day I can reach like five, even $10,000 a month, which was like a dream for me back then. So yeah, it all started while I was studying for my exams.
Cool. Nice. How did it go for your first clients when you got your first client in ecom? How was it?
Yeah, I was super scared to send this one client, but it actually like it was crazy. I was able to deliver them like 20x return on ad spend. I couldn't even believe what I'm doing, like
Yeah.
the results that I'm generating for them because I didn't really knew what I was doing. But like first month 6x, second month 12x, then third month 20x return on ad spend, which was like
Jesus.
insane. I was thinking that, man, I know everything about Facebook ads. Like I'm the god of Facebook ads. And I was watching these videos of people spending like $100 million a year, and I was like I'm better than you. Like
Yeah.
what kind of like what are you talking about? Like
Yeah.
I know everything, and that's how it went. Then I signed another client, and then same results. So I was on top of the world back then.
Yeah.
Started doing like 1.5K,
A month.
and I was yeah, and I was super happy, like super happy about it. But
Nice.
I was not even realizing what are the limits and that there are no limits to what you can achieve. So yeah, I went through this paradigm shift like
Nice.
recently that
And
everything is possible.
yeah. So before you joined the program, did you gain like before you joined the program, the Done for Half a Mil program? Did you have that moment? Because one thing I've realized is when you start seeing a little bit of success, or there is a point where you get in business. I'm not saying that you have to be making a whole lot of money, but you get to a point where like something changes within you, where you're like, okay, I can actually do this for real. And you gain a bit of confidence in you to the point where you're like, okay, I've now got proof of concept. I have like proof in myself that I can consistently do this. Like, when did you have that moment, and what revenue mark were you at when
Yeah.
you had that shift, or even did you even have that shift in yourself?
Yeah, I actually remember the exact moment when I felt this. It was like 3 months before I joined the program. Basically, all I was doing was cold email, cold email, cold email. So I had a team around like finding leads, writing the personalized first lines for the cold emails that I was sending out. And it was actually like right around New Year, because I remember signing one client on the 29th of December, and then another one paid the invoice on the 31st of December. So I was actually about to like go party, and then I saw my Stripe notification, and it was a brand that did like $2 million last year, which was huge. Like I've never worked with such a big brand before. So I was like, this is it. Like I know what I'm doing, and next year, like 2022, I'm gonna crush it because I already have the foundations. I already know how to generate decent results for the businesses that I'm working with. I know how to find them. I was thinking that I know how to like find them, how to sign more clients. So yeah, I mean, that was it. Like
Yeah,
31st of December last year. It
like new
was the best day
year,
of my life.
like the new
Yeah,
year.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
crazy. That's sick.
And actually, like after I did the math, it turned out that I just hit like 8.5K, which in order for you to have a six-figure business, you need to be making 8.3K a month. So I was like having a six-figure business. So I was super proud of myself.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't understand this, but it's like once you pass making 10K a month, like any extra revenue that you get will never hit like that first 6 figures a year business.
Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And 10K a month,
Absolutely.
10K a month. Even I mean, I remember when I made my first, it was like 10.5K in a month. And it had taken me like literally every single energy, every single like brain, like knowledge that I'd had to be able to make 10K in a month. And I remember sending this to my aunt. I sent her a screenshot. I was like, oh shit, I just made $10,000 in 30 days. And she was like, oh, wow. And I was like, do you want me to go back to school? She was like, yeah, you should go back to school. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah. I have the same situation with my parents, because obviously like in the beginning at least, they just didn't believe that like I can do it. Like I myself didn't know that that I can do it, but they were mocking me. They were making fun of me, like you dropped out of like college. You're not going to be doing anything. You're not going to make it. You're not going to achieve anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to pass you. Like I'm going to be making more money than you both together pretty soon. They never believed me until like actually this month. Uh, like yesterday we were on a like we had a dinner. I had a dinner with my parents. And I was like, I'm gonna make like almost 50K this month. So do you still think that I'm a failure? They didn't say anything. And like I felt super proud.
Oh
Of
man, that
myself.
must be fucking good. Yeah. For me, I've never really had no one not believing me. I mean, I guess I've never really like had people like push against my drive. But yeah, every time that I hit a crazy big month, I go back home and I'm like, yo, I just did this amount. Oh, I just did this amount. And it's just it's like it's even more like knowing, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people think that business is about money, it's about this, but it's like if you don't have anyone to go and celebrate that success with, might as well not be successful.
Yeah. 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 I experienced the same thing like a month ago when my mother had her birthday, because I promised her to get a Chanel bag back in 2020 when I was just starting. I told her like, I promise you, once I like start achieving some good results, I'm gonna get you a Chanel bag. She never believed me, of course. And then last month she had her birthday, and I bought her a Chanel bag. Like I saw her like it was pure joy in her eyes. Like I was so happy to be able to like give her something that I have promised her 2 years ago that she couldn't ever buy for herself. Like it was the best feeling ever. Like it's then like at that moment that I realized like if you don't have anybody to share your wins with, like why are you doing it? Like
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's really pointless. Cool. Now let's go into the numbers. So yeah, just share. So Jen, so so you started this year, hit your first 8.5K a month. So what are you going to hit this month again?
If I'm being quite fair, I don't know the exact numbers, but it's gonna be around like between 45 and 50K. Yeah, something like this, because last month I did 25. This month I signed 4 new clients at like 4.5 each.
Nice.
So yeah, I mean,
Jesus. So you
have to
added,
do the numbers. Like I don't know, honestly.
you added like 18 grand this month in your revenue.
Yeah,
Just the 4 new clients. Yeah. 4 times 4, 16. 500 times 4.
80. It's
Fucking,
crazy.
that's insane.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Go,
that
go.
was what I was saying. Like beginning of the year, I was thinking that I made it like 8.3K, 6-figure business. I'm the shit. I'm the best.
Yeah.
And then like this month, like 45 to 50K. Like man, like what's that?
How does it feel?
I don't know. Feels strange because like I was dreaming about making that 10K, and as I said, like hitting 50, it's not real. I guess I still have to like I want to see the numbers at the end of the month because I'm doing my accounting stuff on the first of like every month.
Yeah.
So the 1st of August, I'll know how much money I made last month, and I know that there are like I still have to collect like 10K to 15K until the end of the month, and then like 9 remaining days till the end of the month, which is crazy because like 10K like 9 days compared to like 10K in a month.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's different. It's like the thing that's really like going crazy right now is my confidence and my ego, which is something that I don't really like because obviously like you're moving differently when you're making like 50K, you know, you're
Yeah.
speaking differently, you're acting differently. So not necessarily something that I'm proud of, because sometimes I just feel super arrogant because I'm looking at people and I'm thinking like, you're nothing.
I know. I
Which
mean,
is funny.
I mean, so for me, the way that I view it, right? Because a lot of people who've not, achieved anything in their life, they'll probably look at you and be like, "Oh, but why are you arrogant? You kind of feel like you're, you think you're something more than them." But what they don't understand is that, do you know how much fucking work you had to go through to actually get to where you're at? So,
Absolutely.
are you telling me that you're going to start making 50 grand a month? And you're gonna behave like the broke you that you were 2 years ago? Hell the fuck no. And for me, it's like, if you can show results, if you can set a goal for yourself to make, 500,000, 1 million, 10 million a year, and you do achieve that, you are allowed to feel fucking confident because you proved yourself right. So, and to be honest, you know what? Forget about making 50 grand a month. The real success here, or the real outcome, or the real like the real gift that you get from winning financially is the confidence boost. Take like, I could literally get you back down to zero, and you don't even have the right offer, you don't even have the right team, but just the confidence that you've acquired from seeing this success will never be taken away from you. And that confidence is the thing that will always lead you to take risks, calculated risk, of course, that will get you to do more than the next person, because the next person does not have confidence. The you right now versus the you that was making 5K, 8K, 10K a month, these two people are not on the same fucking level. Like totally not. Even if you may do the same actions, this guy making 50K a month will always beat this guy because this guy has 50K confidence level, you know? So it's like you always beat people. And that's why, you know, as much as most people don't really understand it, but it's like if I go against a guy who's making 100 million a year, I cannot beat him as much as you can give me all the knowledge that he has. I will not beat him because he already has something in
Yeah,
him within him that just fucking like believes
he
that
knows.
he
He
knows.
knows.
He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. So yeah, man, fuck it. If you wanna feel good about fuck yeah, man. Shit. If you have a broke boy that's heading on you, cool. Just say, hey man, you're broke, man. Stop talking to me. No.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
but okay, cool. Now let's get into the juicy stuff. Let's break down. So before you joined the program, can you just describe the before you joined the program and why did you actually join the program? What was the thing that made you join?
Yeah. So first time I heard about you was in a paid group of Iman. You shared some pretty juicy stuff about like how to go from, I don't know, 0 to 10K or zero, I don't know, I don't even remember, 0 to 20K, or I think you shared your story about how you made your first 20K. So I was like, who the hell is this guy? Like, I mean, I saw the content, it was super valuable. Then I found you on YouTube, started watching your YouTube content, and I actually saw a lot of valuable things. Like I really like the IG outreach method that you were presenting to people. Started implementing it myself. Didn't really know what I was doing. Didn't really get anything out of it. But yeah, like I was seeing so many people having success working with you, and I was seeing that the thing that you actually talk about makes sense. Like it does make sense for us to be like making content, having processes, hiring VAs, not doing everything manually ourselves, training people to like work for you. Like everything that you were talking about made sense. And then I booked a call with Hassan, and I didn't really have the money to join back then. It was November, I think, last year.
Yeah.
And then I just continued following you, and you started sharing a lot of the wins of your customers, the people that you're teaching what to do. And I was like, I mean, I already knew about the process, so I was super pumped to join. Second time around, I didn't really have the money once again to join, but Hassan told me that I can like do a certain like
Payment plan?
payment terms. Yep. And I just went for it. Like I knew that whatever happens, this is going to be a good decision. It turned out it was a very good decision. So yeah, if I have to do it once again, I'm doing it. Like I'm not gonna even think about it, because even if you don't implement, like even if you like, how do I put it, the information that people can get out of the program is completely gonna change the way they run their business, and completely gonna change their understanding of how to acquire new customers, because you're teaching so much stuff, like Facebook, LinkedIn, cold email, like content, outright content, WhatsApp content, everything. Like you can implement it no matter what you do. Like even if you're like, I don't know, an e-commerce business, you can probably implement the absolute same things that you're teaching in your program. So the amount of information that I got, like I'm already starting to think about what other businesses I can start, and everything, like every customer acquisition strategy for the other businesses that I'm planning, it's the same acquisition strategy that you're teaching in your program. So even if people don't see success with one method, let's say IG outreach, you're giving them so much more than just that they
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, it's insane. Like it was the best decision that I've ever made, like honestly. And the community, yeah, fuck this community, man. It's so motivating to see other people winning. I'm constantly checking the wins and losses channel. I'm super motivated by people like Chris, like Alex. They were consistently like sharing their Stripe notifications,
Yeah.
like 2K here, 3K here, 4K there. Like it changes the perspective of how you view success in business, because obviously you see all the other people winning, like doing 20, 30, 50K a month, and your mindset changes. Like, you know that your 10K, your 5K a month is nothing, and it's actually achievable. Like, super important to see that it's actually achievable to hit that
Yeah.
30K mark, that 50K mark, that 100K mark, when you see other people winning. So definitely, like, the community is probably the best asset that you have right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Nice, man. Yeah. I see a lot of people who don't really understand, but like I did not design the program for it to be like, oh, I'm just gonna help you with Instagram outreach, or hey, I'm just gonna help you with Facebook, leveraging Facebook paid audiences or things like that. No, it's like you have every single like acquisition channel, how to leverage it. You have the right team member to even manage it for you, right? So it's like if you don't win on IG, you just move to Facebook paid audiences or free groups, right? If it's not working, go to Twitter. If it's not working, go to LinkedIn. If it's not working, like you have, so it's like it's just a choice at the end of the day. For me, I'm sure you watched Monday Call, but one of the things that I said in the community is like, if you're not fucking winning, it's a fucking choice.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, absolutely. Like, I couldn't agree more. You're the only reason why you're not winning, because obviously there are other people winning with the same strategy. So, I mean, like you're not doing something wrong. You are doing something wrong.
Yeah, or you're just not doing something. There's something you're not doing
Yeah.
that everyone who's, because at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know, for me, it's like I was having a podcast when I was in Miami, and a friend of mine called Elijah, he said that he was running a dropship. When he first started out with ecom, he failed with his first store. But I was like, why did you fail? Why did you fail? Because some people are winning. So, and the reason why I say that is because we're in an age, a time and age that failure should not be normal. It should not be normal, man. If someone is winning, if you're making 50 grand a month, how can I not make at least half that? How can I just settle for making 5 to 10 G's a month? It does not make any fucking sense. Bro, you're in Bulgaria, you're making 50 G's a month. 6 months ago, 7 months ago, you were making 8 grand a month. It's like, in what world do you just settle for the little bubble that you're in your parents' basement or in your apartment, where you're like, oh my God, you know what? I can't get to 20K a month. It's like, there's someone doing it. There's like a million people doing it. Hey, Lashazar, what are you doing? Oh, what acquisition channel did you get this client from? Oh, you did this. Okay, you did this. Figure it out. Do the thing. Like, it's simple, right? So for me, anyone who's failing right now, like I'm literally if you DM me and you're like, hey man, I'm not winning, I'll be like, I'll block you. Because I'm like, what are you telling? What is that for? It's like even I'm my business, it's like I've stopped complaining. I don't complain anymore. If I'm not a $500,000 a month, I'm not gonna go complain to someone like, hey man, I can get to $500,000 a month. It's like, do you know how many strategies there are to get to $500,000 a month? So many. The reason why I'm not there is because I'm being a little bitch and I'm not implementing on shit, right? It's just everything is, anyway, let's not go on tangents because that could go on and on about this. It gets me fired up. But let's go over so when you first started in the program, I don't think you were heavily pushing TikTok, were you?
Well, actually, like, TikTok was the thing that I was pretty interested in the beginning. Like when I was joining, because obviously you had the TikTok done for you offer with the white labeling partners. So actually, like, I started like with TikTok once I joined your program. Previously, I was only Facebook. I was not getting any responses on my cold DMs. Like, I was sending like 300 to 400 DMs, not DMs, cold emails, in order for me to get one positive reply, which sometimes didn't even turn to a meeting. And then I changed to TikTok. It's like, if I show you my email right now, like every single day, I'm getting requests like, I'm interested in, tell me more, please. Yeah, we're looking to start TikTok. Yeah. Facebook is not working for us. We want TikTok. Man, it's crazy. Like it was crazy. Like
Yeah.
having these calls with the TikTok partners. Basically, they were super beneficial to me to understand like how it works, if it actually works. Of course, I was a bit scared once I signed my first client for TikTok because I didn't want to like pay a white label partner, so I wanted to do the stuff myself.
Yeah.
I was a bit scared, but yeah, I was a bit scared when I signed my first client as well. Then I was a bit scared when I signed my like fifth client, the $2 million brand.
Yeah.
Like you're always scared, man, but you
For
just
new
have to go
stuff.
through it.
If it's new, you're gonna be scared. It's a new territory, so you're not used to it.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I remember because I remember when you joined, man. I think Hassan did reach out to me. I think we're talking about the payment plan that you wanted to sign up for. And I remember that you were interested in pushing the TikTok offer. So like before, because you were doing a lot of volume even before you joined the program, right?
Yeah.
But when you
I was
switch,
sending a lot of
if you were
yeah.
to like say percentage wise of positive replies that you were getting from emails from introducing the TikTok offer, let's say before it was like, I don't know, 0.5% to 1%, or even less, because you said 400 to get
It
one
was less. It
replies,
was less.
0.25%
Yeah.
or zero
Yeah.
point 0, yeah, something like that. Like how did that conversion rate change or response rate change once you introduced TikTok?
Like it skyrocketed, if I'm being fair. As I said, like my email right now is like full with people interested in hearing more about TikTok. I am getting more qualified leads than ever before because obviously previously with my Facebook ads offer, it was super hard to get these $5 million businesses, $10 million businesses, like $100 million businesses. You know that I'm currently working with a brand that's doing 9 figures per year. Like you
No.
can't
Let's
get in
let's
touch with.
let's take a break from that. So you repeat that, please, for people in the back so they can understand. So you're working right now with a 9-figure brand, right?
Yeah, and it was only because I was able to switch my offer, transition to the TikTok, because obviously they're doing a lot of volume on Facebook. They have it in house, but they wanted to like dip their toes into TikTok. I
Yeah.
was never going to be able to like receive a response from them if I was not offering that offer, because a lot of big businesses are like, they have no idea how to run TikTok. Like they have no idea how to make TikTok work. If you offer them this solution and if you pitch it in a way that makes sense for them, like, man, you can make 30K in the next 30 days, no problem.
Yeah.
Easy, easy, easy.
Yeah. Yeah. I just launched an ad on Facebook. I'm gonna be running ads soon. Because I literally think, of course, at some point this TikTok thing it's a trend, right? So it's new, just like any new thing. Yeah, it's trendy, so a lot of people want it, but it's gonna hit a dip. But it's like now is the time to push it hard, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so it's like if you're watching this video and this interview and you're like, I heard Serge talk about TikTok in February. I heard about him talk about it in March. I heard about him talking in June, but I still haven't launched this thing.
You're
Oh,
missing out. You're
just
definitely missing out because a lot of people are jumping on the trend. There are
that.
TikTok ads agencies like left, right, and center. So I
Yeah.
mean, come on, man.
So yes, it's like, and for me, like I'm not the type to be dishonest and tell people like, oh, jump in, TikTok is the easiest thing. It's actually not the easiest thing at all, especially when you're working with brands. I'd say out of like 85% of all TikTok agencies are being created right now, they're all fail, right?
Yeah,
And they'll see
yeah,
success at first because deals are gonna come in because brands actually, or really even any B2B services want it. But if they're not good operationally, they're gonna lose all their clients, right?
yeah.
So
I mean, super hard to make it work. Obviously, it's not only clicking the buttons inside TikTok. It's you just have to understand the data. you have to understand content, because if you don't understand how content works, if you don't understand the winning framework of an ad, you like, okay, you're gonna get clients, because as I was saying, everybody's running Facebook, very few brands are running TikTok, and they're interested in starting TikTok. You're gonna get those clients. But if you cannot deliver, like they'll see in the way that you communicate, the way that you give them reports,
Yeah.
the advices that you give them on what to improve, they'll see that you have absolutely no idea about like on what you're talking about. So yeah,
Cool.
it's gonna
Awesome.
be hard.
So, okay, cool. So after you introduced TikTok, would you say that TikTok is the main reason why you've seen this growth from what? When did you join the program?
March, I think.
So
March
March,
or April, not sure.
March, April, May, June, July. So like 4 to 5 months. When you joined, I think you were around what revenue, where were you at revenue wise?
Yeah, same as January. Like it was hard for me to like, as much as I uh, liked and enjoyed the fact that I hit like 6 figures.
Yeah.
It didn't really grew that much. Like how was it? I think I lost a client in March, so probably I was at like 6, 7K.
6, 7K, yeah. And then 4 months later, you're at 50K a month. I mean, it's a crazy growth, man. You're adding like 20K a month. That's insane, right? Cool. So for maybe we can give a little bit of value for people who are watching. What acquisition channels are you currently leveraging to book most of your meetings?
Yeah. So cold email is doing pretty well for me.
Mhm.
Instagram, I'm getting a hell of a lot of responses on Instagram, like 10 warm leads a day, I would say. If not 10, then 5 warm leads a day, interested in hearing more.
Yeah.
Facebook, like I'm struggling a bit with Facebook, but LinkedIn is a gold mine. Like last week, I did a post following, of course, the framework that you were giving in the program on LinkedIn. I did this post on LinkedIn. I got like 10,000 impressions on a, like I have like 400 connections, so I was not expecting to get more than 1K impressions. So
Yeah.
10K impressions, and like business owners doing like 8 and 9 figures started adding me to there's a connection, started sending me connection requests, started like started initiated conversations with me, started tagging their team under the post. So yeah, I mean, but in order for you to be able to like write such kind of posts, you definitely need to know what you're talking about. So it comes with a lot of trial and error, I would say, a lot of research, listening to the smart people that you have connections with. But yeah, Instagram, cold email, LinkedIn, like
Yeah.
pushing it,
Which is
pushing it.
which is a great point that the common trend with a lot of people who are winning within our program is that they're leveraging more than two platforms, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Our
absolutely.
two should be a minimum. Three is great. And the reason to that point is because with this offer, you kind of like it's such an offer that is wanted by the market that like, so let's an example. When I was helping people scale their Facebook ad offer, I would never get them to like try out like, let's say like email, because I knew that email had been like literally like oh my God, like literally like they spam the heck out of these brands, out of these business owners. So I would actually just get people to use channels where it's not really as as used, right, commonly from all these agencies. But when it comes to TikTok, not using multiple platforms is actually a cost, because
Yeah,
any platform that you use, because it's such a new offer that is wanted by the marketplace, the more volume you do, regardless of the platform, the more probability of success that you get, right? Because people actually want it. So even like with our offers, it's like I want to just put it everywhere. Before I was just like, hey, we'll just dial in one acquisition channel. But it's like, no, 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 no. When you have something that is good, that the market wants, you go to every single platform. If you don't have a team, build a growth team, let us build you an appointment setting team. Literally do everything. Do whatever you can. Don't sleep for 2 days. Make sure you're everywhere, right? And I mean, Alex on Twitter, he made a 2-step post too, and had like almost like 800 people retweeted, 500 people retweet, and like it's like, whoa, what? Try doing that with Facebook, with a Facebook ad offer. Nobody's gonna retweet your shit.
Yeah, absolutely. Like this is why I was struggling previously to grow to scale the agency, because I was pushing something that businesses already had. Like they were not interested in Facebook. They already had teams. They were already working with agencies. Everybody was working like doing Facebook. So it was pretty hard for you. Like the barrier of entry, super high. Just because the market was saturated, and then TikTok completely changed everything. And the funny thing is that I'm able to like upsell the businesses that I started working with on TikTok. I do an upsell on Facebook as well, because they're happy with our work. They're happy with our way of communication. They just like us, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, we want to take over your Facebook. Yeah, we're working with this agency there, but they're not doing great. Yeah. Fire them. We're gonna do better. I'm gonna give you a guarantee. Like if we don't do better, I'm gonna give you a refund. We always do better because I have an incredible team
Yeah.
that's helping me out. So it's super easy, because once you have entered their business, once you won their trust, it's super easy. Like you can do whatever you want with these guys.
Yeah. And this is something that a lot of people, and a lot of people see me pushing TikTok, but they don't understand that like I'm not necessarily pushing TikTok like it's the best platform on to advertise on. It's probably not. But the reason why I push TikTok so hard is because it's the barrier of entry, like he said, is if you go to Facebook, it's pretty high, but for TikTok, it's pretty low. So what do is you use TikTok to get a client, but you don't just stay there and be like, oh, I'm a TikTok agency and I just do this and not get them results, because you get fired regardless, right? What you do is you get in, you gain trust because someone who's paid you trusts you. And then you just slide over to Facebook and fucking spend some advertising there, retarget that same audience, and you use multiple acquisition channels. Coming back to the same thing we're talking about is you can't just rely on one single fucking platform, right? And yeah, it's like if you're currently starting a TikTok offer and you're not also you don't have a good media buying team for Facebook, might as well just close down your business. Because it doesn't work like that. It's not that simple. It's not just like, oh, I'll get a client and then I'll just wait for TikTok to make my client money. No, it doesn't work like that. We use it to just make ourselves rich first, and then we go in and actually use other mechanisms to fulfill for the client, right? So how does your acquisition infrastructure look like when it comes to your team? Do you have would you like to share like how what your team looked like? Do you have appointment setters, all that good stuff?
Sure, absolutely. So as I said previously, I was doing only cold email, and I already figured it out. As I told you, like I had somebody who's scraping leads for me. I had somebody who's writing the personalization to the leads. So 2 VAs there, and then I was just uploading my leads to like Lemlist, letting cold emails be like sent out. Then when I joined the program, I started working with like 2 VAs for IG outreach. They're doing amazingly well. I'm very happy with them. So at some point, I started like right now, even I have probably more than 50 looms that I have to shoot for the people that are interested in the offer. I'm never doing that myself,
Yeah.
but that's why 1 month ago, I think I got the guy who's shooting the looms for me. So 3 people handling IG, and then 6 more people that are doing volume on Facebook, like sliding into people's DMs, doing two-step posts inside Facebook groups. I'm sharing content with them consistently so that they can post in groups, post on their newsfeed, do whatever they want with it. So yeah, it's a huge team that's handling outreach at the moment. And one thing that you touched on pretty briefly a few minutes ago is that in order for you to scale, if you have a good offer, you just need more eyeballs. Like the more eyeballs you get, the faster you're going to scale your business. Like client acquisition is never going to be a problem if you do like 500, 600,000 messages a day. Like like what was it? Volume negates luck. It's a phrase
Yeah.
that I learned from you. So
Yeah.
like you need more volume.
Yeah. So a growth team, 6 guys, 6 specialists doing Facebook stuff. Are they also on other platforms? Are they also on like
I'm
LinkedIn?
gonna take 1 or 2 of them to do LinkedIn as well, because LinkedIn is popping off right now for me. So yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay. So 6 growth special, a team of a growth specialist team, or a growth team. You have 2 appointment setters on Instagram. They've been working. So we put ever since we put them in your company, they've still been producing well.
One of them since the beginning, yeah, and like the other one is with me since like a month or so, but I had other girls instead of her previously.
Okay, cool. So 2 appointment setters on Instagram, 1 personalized loom maker for you, and then also the email team. Nice.
Yeah.
So if you're watching this video and you're like, oh my God, I'm not making money. Well, ask yourself, how big is my acquisition team, right? Now, you don't probably, if we looked at Lashes, our actual like team, and looked at who's actually generating the most amount of results, it's not necessarily the whole team. It's not like the 10 people that he has. It's probably coming from, I don't know, from really like 3 people, or like 1 or 2 channels, which might have like 3 people. So you don't necessarily need to go and hire 10 people. If you want to see success inevitably, then yeah, do that. I always suggest get more people, because the growth team is on commission, right? It's not like you're paying them.
Yeah.
So it's like he just sold
You
people.
can have like 15 people on your growth team.
Yeah. So there is no cost and there's no upfront cost, right? So yeah. Okay, cool. Amazing. And what does your backend look like? Operation team.
Yeah, good question. So I have actually I have 2 media buyers that collectively have over $100 million in ad spend. Yeah, I have advantage when it comes to my team because I don't need to know anything. They know more than me. And then another a video editor that's helping us with like video editing, which
Yeah.
is like a world class, like world class. I was so lucky to find him, and he was working with one of the most popular TikTok advertising agencies out there that I know. So I got him. I got the 2 media buyers, and yeah, that's pretty much everything. Like super
How,
lean.
where did you find the media buyers? How did you source them?
Yeah, it was actually like a very long process because before I found these 2 guys, I worked with like 3 or 4 other media buyers that didn't necessarily do their best, didn't necessarily have the knowledge to do as good as these 2 guys. So I built out a whole like hiring process that consists of like, I don't know, a few steps. I do a post inside Facebook groups, then I lead everybody to a Google form that they have to fill out. They have to shoot me a long video. Then we have to the ones that I like are invited to have a call with me. After the call with me, I give them some kind of a task to see how proficient they are in what they like and whether or not they actually can back up their claims that they made during the first call. And then we have a second call, and then they're hired. So
Nice.
yeah, like I see a lot of people struggling with finding quality media buyers. You have to focus on doing a lot of volume at first, like finding as much people as humanly possible to apply
Yeah.
to your offer.
Yeah.
After that, you just segment them. You have some qualifying questions. You would think that lying is permissible. If they say yes, then just goodbye. If they say no, okay, cool. I like that. What's your experience with advertising? They list out their channels, 100 million here, 5 million here. Then I request from them like very detailed long video about what makes a good creative right now on social media, because if you're not focusing on creatives, you're just gonna, I don't know, your clients are gonna leave you. So I really want to know that they understand every part of the media buying process. Then we get on an interview, we talk, I want to see whether there is a vibe between us, because obviously if there's some kind of a, I don't know, person that I don't like, even though they have like 50 million of us spent on TikTok, I don't really care, because I'm hiring them long term. I want to be building with you the next 2, 3, 5 years. So I have to like you. I have to enjoy communicating with you. So yeah, that's how I go about finding my media buyers. And that was pretty lucky with the video editor, because it was actually the first person that I worked with.
Okay.
So yeah, I was lucky.
Nice. One thing you mentioned that most people don't really get is, because I get a lot of people are like, hey Serge, I did this post in Facebook and I didn't get anyone to apply. I'm like, how many times have you done it? And not only how many times have you done the post, but how long have you done it for? Right?
Yeah.
People don't understand that like hiring a person is literally like client acquisition. You wouldn't expect to make one Facebook post and get to start making 50 fucking grand a month. Why would you expect to make one post and get a 50K a month team? It doesn't make sense. It takes probably the same amount of volume output to find good people, right? If you don't necessarily have a big brand where you can attract people, the right talent, then you have to understand that like it's going to require a lot of force for you to actually find that right the right talent. And if you don't spend enough time, for me, if I'm going through a hiring process, I will literally like make it known everywhere that I'm hiring for like a week straight.
Yeah.
If it takes me a month, I'll go a month, right? So for anyone who's having a hard time hiring, it's like, just ask yourself, how many posts did I do? How many groups did I go? How many platforms did I use? And how long do you do it for one day and thought you would win? Well, cool, you failed. Do it for a week minimum, right? So yeah, great stuff, man. I love that you've understood that. Amazing. Cool. Awesome. So yeah, I don't know. Did we miss anything? Do you have anything that I didn't ask?
I don't know, man. Like honestly, like when you reach a point, at one point, you're just gonna see that your life changes, everything around you changes, your perspective on everything changes. Like I don't know, man. I'm so blessed to have met the people that I have met, to have the journey that I have had, because like at the end of the day, the thing that I really enjoy most are not the results. It's not the money that I see in the bank account, because I really love what I do. Like I'm so happy to be working like a dog, 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. For example, during the winter, because obviously right now it's summer. I promised myself last winter that I'm going to enjoy myself in the summer. Then I work like a dog, 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. I loved what I was doing. I was never really concerned about getting to 50K, 100K, 500K a month, because if you love the process, like it's like, doesn't matter where you're at, because you're going to get to the point that you want to get to, but you need to enjoy what you're doing. That's what a lot of people do not understand. Like they start all these businesses to make money, but then they just get bored. They just lose their motivation, because a lot of people rely on motivation. It's not motivation, it's discipline. It's like waking up at 6 o'clock every morning, 7 o'clock starting work, working until 1 p.m., going to the gym, 3 p.m. back home, working till, I don't know, 9 p.m. in the evening.
Yeah.
Like having a dinner, going back to sleep. You have to love the process. You have to enjoy what you're doing, because otherwise it's going to be pretty hard for you to achieve any success in anything. Like you're just going to be average.
Yeah. I mean, most people can't really understand what you just said, but for me, what I like to tell people is, don't try to be disciplined, just fucking get rich. Because when you're having 50 grand drop in your bank every month, trust me, you're gonna love the process, right? But when you're broke, when you're broke and you're like, man, I don't know when my next food is gonna come from, then no, you're not loving the process at all. So
yeah, absolutely.
For sure, as you grow, as you see success, like the more success you achieve, the more you love the game, you know, because you're actually now starting to reap results, reap rewards from your effort, right? So for me, if like show me someone who's not disciplined, I'll show you someone who's never made any money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
It's probably more about discipline in the beginning and
yeah,
having that real hunger to get to like 5K, 10K, whatever you want to get,
yeah,
thinking that this is going to change your life.
yeah, get as fast
That is
as you
it.
can to
Yeah.
10K a month if you're not disciplined, because that will give you enough discipline to want to get to, 50K to 100K. But yeah, if you're not making money, guys, like don't even try to willpower. Like you're not going to use willpower to get you to 50K a month. It's not going to work. It's like you need to be getting paid for the work you're doing, So um, you know, but yeah, cool. Awesome. So one thing I like to ask people, or that I asked, I think I don't know if it was last interview that I did with Nick, but I like to ask customers on a scale of one on from 0 to 10, what would you rate our program?
Yeah, 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I told you that like the information that you're gonna get out of this program, it's not gonna help you get to like 10K, 20K, whatever. It's gonna be making you a better entrepreneur, a better business owner, because you're gonna understand the whole picture. Like you won't know only about cold email, for example, which was something that I used to do before I joined the program. I only knew cold email, but you're gonna know every single acquisition channel there is out there for you to grow whatever business you want to grow. And then the community, as I said, this is like the best thing that the program offers, in my opinion, just because you see other people succeeding, which gives you a like crazy amount of motivation. You just see that it's possible. So that like once you know that you can reach whatever level you want to reach, like nothing can stop you, honestly.
100%, 100%. And yeah, at the end of the day, guys, like everyone here is making a choice. Every choice you make in life will lead you to, every choice that you've made up until now has led you to where you're at in life. So if you don't like where you're at in life, then like understand that like you have nothing to lose. You're not where you want to be. So make new decisions. Invest in yourself. Get around new people. You don't just get out of a mastermind with people, I know a guy scaled his new offer he started in March, just like you. But instead of launching, instead of scaling to 50K a month, his scaled to 2.8 million a month since March. And guys, I cannot tell you how just understanding that has changed the game for me. It's like right now, I'm like fired up, man. I'm fired up. I'm so fired up that like before going to bed last night, um, like I want to launch this new acquisition channel, and the guy was like, because I'm gonna be paying a bunch of people, and the guy was like 5K. I was like, okay, I was literally in bed, already about to knock off. I was like, no. I woke up, paid the invoice, and then went to bed because I don't want to delay anything. I don't know about you guys, but I want to get rich fast. I'm tired of not driving a Bugatti. I'm tired of not driving a McLaren or, a 720S. I'm tired of having to, I'm tired of just not being, I don't want to delay success. I don't want to not have to bring my whole family when I'm traveling. I don't want to not have to buy Chanel bags to every girl that I meet. Like, I don't want to wait till I'm 30, man. Like, it's cool waiting till, understanding long-term play, but it's like, we only have today. And if you don't do things today that get you close to where you need to be, you're failing in life. Literally. It's not about you. Yeah, you just made 50K. It's not about me just, I made whatever money I just made. It's not about that. It's like, did I do everything that I could do today? And I'm not going to be surrounded by people making millions per month. And I'm just going to be here talking about, I just made 100 grand, 200 grand a month. Man, what the fuck is that? I don't even think I could survive off 200 grand a month anymore. That's like below minimum wage. No, bro, I'm literally serious. Like right now, I'm considering 100K a month is minimum wage. Literally, I've just said that. It's like Like, might as well go get a 9 to 5 at this point.
No, I absolutely agree. Like the paradigm shift that you go through when you meet winners, like it changes your whole mindset. It changes your whole understanding of the game. It changes the way you think. Like it
Yeah.
changes what you have perceived as like achievable. Because like these guys doing 2 million a month every single month, like
Yeah.
like this.
Like,
Like why are you not making 100K a month? Like why am I not making 100K a month? You know, and
right?
I know that I'm gonna.
Why not? Yeah,
I
why
just
not you? I mean, it's like, so it's this thing. It's this thing. It's around, because when you're not in a community of real winners, you think success is hard. But like
yeah
when you're in that fucking community and you end up seeing that it's, lashes are me, people like, people who you wouldn't fucking expect to be making fucking bank, regular people, we're regular ass people, bro. We're not special. People may see us on YouTube, but we don't have like we don't like bro, I wake up, I take a shit, I take a shower, just like everybody else. I need to drink water. I might drink a protein shake because I'm trying to get some gains, but I might eat later today. I might want to go hang out. I might want to go to the gym. I may want to go see family. I may want to hang out with a girl. Like we're regular ass people. We have the same desires. The only difference is that we're in proximity to people who are winning. Therefore, we automatically start fucking winning too. Because it's like if you hang out with people doing drugs, guess what happens? You start doing drugs. If you go to the bar, guess what? You're gonna be drinking alcohol. If you go to the gym, guess what happens? You work out. So it's like, and I was listening to this morning, I was on a drive dropping off a girl who spent the night to her work. And I listened to, Taylor Watch saying that there is no actual cheat code, right? But if there was one, it would be proximity of people who are ahead of you. And it got me thinking, like, you know what? It's actually, that's all you need. Because at the mastermind, there is nothing new that I learned. Like there was nothing, there was like no knowledge that I got that was like, whoa, this can get me to 1 million a month. Literally nothing. When I say nothing, I mean like zero new knowledge. But do you know what I got? As I got to be close to people who are winning. And that itself is enough. Like just show me someone who just made 10 million last month. Let me talk with him for a few seconds. And then let me get back to work. I'm gonna figure out how to get there. That's all I need. Just show me that it's possible. And then let me fucking get back to work. So but we're not gonna extend this interview because it could be a whole day. We can talk about it. But guys, you owe it to yourself to, it doesn't have to join our community. Our community is pretty expensive. So if you're broke and you're complaining about money, cool, whatever, then go buy a course. But if you want to be surrounded by, by sharks, maybe, have our team build some acquisition stuff for you. And you want to be surrounded, by people like Lashazar who are killing it, who are buying Chanel bags to their moms. Like, guys, like, do yourself a favor and, join. So, yeah, but for me, that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if you wanted to add anything.
like just start working, just work
Yeah.
at some point, like make it unreasonable for you to not achieve success. Like,
That's
do
right.
everything.
Everybody deserves success, man. Like for me, I just don't see how you can live life without being financially free. It doesn't even make sense to me. So um if you're not winning right now with your business, it's a choice that you're making. Like I want to make this point. It's a fucking choice. I don't want to hear you complain about shit. I don't give a fuck if you're from Africa. I don't care if I don't literally give a F where you're from. If you have the internet, if you have my YouTube channel, you have no excuse, like literally nothing, right? So before, if you ever DM'd me in your life that you're hey Serge, I'm failing at this, it's like, no, I don't want to hear that. The only thing I should hear from you is, hey Serge, I just made 100 grand a month. Because then we can talk, then we can hang out. By the way, are you coming to Spain? You're coming to Spain, right?
Not sure yet because I have some other plans for
Oh
August.
man, come on, you got like it.
You know what I don't like? The fact that your villa is full, man. Like I'm pissed off. I'm fucking pissed off, you know.
That are what?
Your villa is full. Your house is full. There is no place for me, you know.
We could make room. Don't worry.
Sounds
But
good. Sounds tempting.
if because I'm gonna know till later this like end of this month if some people will be coming or not. But if there is room, I'll let you know, and then you just come through. Yeah. But the villa, yeah, come on, man. Nah, come through. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. But yeah, we need to have fun. We need to celebrate success, man. And why are we working this hard to not live a little, Because the
You know
only
what concerns me
what
is that people are actually like gonna be working a lot
there?
when we meet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if they want to work, we let them work, but no, I think the way we're going to do it is from we're going to wake up from, I don't know, however early people want to wake up, but maybe work
Bro,
a little
we're
bit.
going out every night. Like you can't wake up on time when you're going drinking out,
Yeah,
meeting
I
with
know,
girls every day, you know?
I know, but we might wake
It's
up
gonna be
maybe
hard.
at 10, just drink a little bit of water, maybe shoot some content, do a little training, and then just hang out. For me, it's 1 week. I'm gonna be off. Like I won't have any responsibilities. I'm gonna tell everyone that, hey, for this 15th to the 22nd, we're gonna be offline, and it's just gonna be fun. To be honest, for me, I just want to be in the present. I want to just hang out with clients. I want to hang out with friends, and work. I mean, if we want to work, let's work. If we don't want to work, it's cool. But yeah, I'm
Oof.
excited. All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm
let's end it
checking
here.
out the tickets
Yeah, buy
right
the
now.
tickets, man. Stop the madness. We'll figure out where you're gonna sleep when you get there. Yeah. All right, man. Thank you so much for this call. Hopefully, you guys found it helpful. As you guys see, we're not anything special. We're not some people from Harvard. We're literally everyday people just talking shit. And for me, I don't want to be like some fake ass, guru online, faking who he is. I want to be me. I want to be myself. And you like it, you don't like it, cool. It is what it is. We're still gonna put millions on the board, and we're going to inspire people to go for more, right? Lashes are, hopefully you guys, his story maybe inspired you guys to believe that it's possible, 7K to 50K a month from March to June, to July. I think that's pretty impressive. So yeah, what excuse do you have? Nothing. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate you all. Bye bye.